Hey everybody, it's Brett, your thankful carnivore. I had a notion I ought to make lunch and share the experience with everybody because I've made some minor adjustments in how I make my lunch. Now, we're going to start. I've got my butter already here in the pan, and I've got my 10 ounces of very lean ground beef right here. I think that might be some that my wife ground up. I could be wrong. Doesn't matter. It's going to be delicious. Okay, so we're going to add some salt here, a little salt. I salt to taste. And here's a really cool trick that I've learned. You know, I'm always preheating the air fryer before I use it. And we only wash the air fryer once a day. So I've already made breakfast with this air fryer. Emptied it out, but not all the oil got out of there. So I've preheated this, and there's some oil. So I'm going to take that oil, and it's not oil actually, it's bacon grease. That's the correct term, because that's what it is bacon grease. And I pour that over my meat, and then I turn the heat on, and I just know it's going to be spectacular. Appreciate you all coming out and hanging out with me while I make lunch. Okay, a recent discovery. Kirkland bacon from Costco is spectacular. I mean, it is spectacular. So, I'm going to get 5 slices of this yummy stuff out and put it in the air fryer. Now, the air fryer we're using currently is the Kosori. It comes with a 2-year manufacturer warranty, which we really like. The problem we have with it is these baskets are the design is flawed. They after so many months, so much use, they literally collapse on themselves. So we've got another air fryer on order, and then this will become our emergency air fryer. Because we've observed air fryers do like to crap out on us. So I'm going to set this for 7 minutes at 400 degrees. That's cooking. Put the bacon away. Another little tweak I've made is I am only eating 5 slices of bacon with each meal now. I think I'm more fat adapted. I don't think I need as much fat in my diet. Okay, someone's asking, is the Kirkland brand better tasting than the restaurant style? I like it much better. Now, my wife, Carnivore Art Life, she still enjoys the restaurant bacon. So I'm eating the Kirkland, and she's eating her restaurant bacon. We just have different taste. We don't actually eat quite the same kind of foods, and that's all right. She's on her journey, I'm on mine, and we're on a journey together. I'm going to turn that heat up just a little bit. So this is the part where I got to do a lot of talking and a little bit of waiting. Somebody says they use too much extra virgin oil. I don't use any oil. I only cook with animal fats. Animal fats are all I cook with because I just eat meat and drink water. And that's just the way it's going to be as long as I'm on this side of the grass. I only lost 40 years worth of depression, anxiety, and insomnia symptoms eating this way. What do you all think? You think I should go back to eating peanut butter and jelly? Not going to happen. Okay, 6 minutes there. Oh, it's time now because I can see it's starting to fry a little bit and bubble. So then we flatten the patty out just a bit. We go into talk mode again. Okay, I see somebody who's got issues. If you have any questions about the carnivore way of eating, here's a good time to ask. I'll be happy to answer what I can. Because this whole eating process takes about 15 minutes tops to cook my meat and make my bacon. Sorry, making some smoke out of the bottom. That's perfectly normal. Not a problem. And if the smoke gets too bad, we've got a handy dandy little exhaust window here with a fan. If somebody's asking about avoiding olive oil, animal fat. Only cook with animal fat, never with vegetable oil. Vegetable oil is very inflammatory for humans. It's just not recommended. Just don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Lard, tallow, butter, suet. Great animal fats to cook with. I have no experience with electrolyte powder. I don't recommend anything in powder form. I recommend meat and water. I don't take any of that kind of stuff. Just have no interest in it whatsoever. Bacon grease. Yes, that's what I'm cooking my hamburger in right now, is butter and bacon grease. And it's going to be delicious. I know, because it's always delicious. Now, I put this on for about 7 minutes, and at the halfway point, I always like to stop and flip the bacon over. Oh, this is going to be so good. So yeah, I cut my bacon back to 5 slices per meal because I've become so much more effective at burning fat. I don't need to eat as much fat. Well, geez, Brad, how did you figure that out? Well, I've been doing this 21 months now, and I've learned that if my fat intake gets too high, I'll start experiencing loose stool. Well, guess what's put in a return appearance? Loose stool. Geez, Brett, that's gross to talk about while you're fixing your lunch. Yeah, but that's just life. So I decided I'm going to cut back on the bacon for a while, and we'll see what happens. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I do eat 3 times a day because I get hungry 3 times a day. I only eat when I'm hungry. When I'm hungry, I only eat meat until I'm not another bite full. I only eat the meat I crave and can afford. And I never, ever, ever put a sweet taste into my mouth. Never. 3 minutes left over there. This will have to cook a little longer than the bacon does. This takes about 10 minutes to finish, exactly, usually. Somebody says, I get that way too. Used to eat 80-20 and now prefer 90-10. I prefer 90-10. I even love the most, I love 93-7. Oh, it is so good. Do I always cook in bacon grease? I always cook my ground beef in butter and bacon grease now, yes. How many ounces are my burgers? For breakfast and for lunch, they're 10 ounces. For dinner, they're 14 ounces. And for dinner, I always have 93-7. This is 90-10. At 93-7 at dinner, oh, it is so satisfying. But this 90-10 is pretty awesome, too. These are great questions. I appreciate you all asking them. Where's liver? It's in the cow. I don't eat liver. If I ever crave liver, I'll eat it. How long until you stop feelings of extreme tiredness after just eating meat? I've never experienced that. I've never experienced that a single time. Even in the very beginning, my first month, I never experienced tiredness from eating just meat. So I don't know what you're talking about. If you're having fatigue from just eating meat, A, you're not eating enough meat, and B, you're not eating enough animal fat. Oh, we're back. Okay. Thought it got disconnected. Yes, I cook with salt. I cook with salt to taste. I've already put salt on that patty. And I only use mine and or Celtic sea salt. I don't use any iodized salt of any sort. Hello, Holly. Hope you're well. Let's check this bacon. Oh, because sometimes it gets done before the 7 minutes are up. That's why I always check it. Oh my goodness. I'm going to show you all this beautiful perfection here. I dump the bacon grease into there. And turn that off. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. This is Kirkland bacon from Costco. That's the bacon I'm currently in love with the most. It's delicious. It's very consistent. That's something I appreciate. You know, air fryers are great, but if the cut of the bacon is very inconsistent, then sometimes stuff gets a little too crispy. Somebody's cooking their burger and bacon now with Redmond salt. Fantastic. Enjoy every bite. And Nana Eve says that they just made meatballs in their air fryer. Of course it's fantastic. Air fryers are a must-have for carnivores, in my opinion. Very much so. And we're still waiting on the ground beef patty to finish cooking. And I'm very pleased with how this is going. Bunch of grease got out of the pan, the bad grease. We'll clean that up. Well, thank you. Someone says you look great, mate. Well, I appreciate that. I feel great. I'm 59 years old. I take 0 pharmaceutical medications. I'm very happy about that. There's a shadow of a bicep there when before it was just flab. So I'm really excited about that too. And even with this virus hysteria lockdown nonsense, we're still lifting weights and doing the best we can. And I hope you're doing the best you can where you are as well. So we're still flipping. We don't want to burn our patty. I like my meat cooked. I don't like pink on the inside. I never have. I don't like a hard hockey puck either. I just want my meat cooked. I don't want it overcooked. Holly K says she's like 62 and has lost 50 pounds. Feeling great. Well, that's awesome. Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Wait until you achieve hormonal balance. Then everything gets better. So someone's saying, for example, when I'm cooking bacon, I try not to drink the bacon fat. That's funny. I don't drink bacon fat ever. I sop up some meat with bacon fat though. What kind of plans are those? I don't know what that means. Have I tried cooking my meat patty in the air fryer? No, I have not, because I like it this way. I don't care how it is in the air fryer. And if I did that, then the air fryer would have to be washed. I don't want to have this way. The meat's over here. The bacon gets made in this. Everything's finished within 15 minutes or less. Well, thank you, Holly. I appreciate that. And I know Danielle does too. Carnivore Art Life, my wife. What kind of pans do I use? This is just Farberware from Walmart. Non-stick. Can one go from a high-carb diet straight to carnivore? I have insulin resistance and fatty liver. Yes, you can. What I recommend, though, is that you decrease your carbs by 25% over a 1 month, every week. Decrease your carb intake by 25%. Replace that with meat that you crave and can afford. Until you do that over the course of a month, in 4 weeks, you're at 0 carbs. You're doing just like I am. You're already on your way to success. It'll be a little bumpy road. You're going to have to deal with. You're back. Okay. Anyway, eat meat, drink water. You can do this. And if you haven't, if you're on Facebook, join the Zeroing In on Health group. That's where I learned how to do this. Okay. This meat is ready for me to eat. But we got to get it all right now. So we're going to put this on the plate. Then I take the pan and all the fat and all I call the meat fixins. And put that right on top of that patty. And in the sink, which you all can't see. Put that in the trash. Oh, here's the bacon that sits on top of that. And there's the fork. Now you all can watch me do what I do every day. And I'll be posting this very picture here in a little while. Enjoy. Hey Amber, how you doing, dear? I just got here. I'm ready to go eat my lunch. Appreciate y'all. Hey Becky, appreciate y'all coming out. Thanks for your questions. I've enjoyed talking with you all. I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. Have a great day, everybody.